Welcome everyone to our webinar today. It's Facebook 101, Setting Up Facebook for Business. I'm Sylvia Herzog from the Charcoal Project. We're very happy to have you here today and to discuss how to get some marketing going on social media for your business. This webinar is being offered as part of the HFI Kenya program. So again, we're happy to have you here. We're going to keep everybody on mute today and with your camera off during the presentation. But if you have to ask a question, please feel free to unmute yourself and we can and join in the conversation so we can keep it interactive. The Charcoal Project's been very blessed this summer to have 2 interns with us, Abby Rose Notarnicola and Ellis Smith. They're both college students here in the US and very savvy on social media. So they've been super helpful to us this summer. And we're grateful to have them here today to share their expertise on social media on Facebook. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Abby and Ella, and they're going to do the presentation today. Thank you for joining.
Okay, so welcome to the Facebook 101 presentation. Today we're going to show you how to set up Facebook for Business and also show you how to do some basic posts for your business page. So I am Ella Smith, like Sylvia said, and I'm going to college at Claremont McKenna next fall, and I've been interning at the Charcoal Project for the summer. I've been having a really great time working with Sylvia and the Charcoal Project to try to help you guys in any way possible, especially with social media.
Hello, I'm Abby Rose Notarnicola, the other intern at the Charcoal Project. I go to the George Washington University in Washington, D.C., and we joined Sylvia this summer, and we've had a great time working with her, and we're just really excited to be able to help you guys.
Okay, so to start, Facebook is a really important tool to use in Kenya and sub-Saharan Africa. Currently, there's 8.8 million social media users in the country, and 45% of them about are on Facebook. So if you're using Facebook for your business, your reach to people in Kenya and in the area will be much further. So why do you want a Facebook business page? It's a really great tool for your business. It really builds a community of customers. And once again, it markets to a really large audience, especially given how many people are on Facebook. Using a Facebook business page also just really helps you have some sort of authentic human side to your branding. You get to contact your customers directly. You're posting pictures of yourself and your employees and your products. So it just makes branding a lot more human and builds that community even more. The amount of exposure that you get on a Facebook business page increases your brand awareness and also just the growth of your business. Also, you know, the tools such as running ads and boosting your posts make Facebook a really great tool to just, once again, spread your product and your business and grow your community. And also just being really engaged with your customers really makes you have a great relationship with your customers and helps you, once again, build that community. So you have a really great group of customers to cater to. And this example that we have on the right is Priscilla's Facebook business page. So you can take a look at that later if you want to flip through these slides again. So once again, it's really important that you engage your customers on your Facebook business page. If there are people who are your customers liking and commenting on your posts on your page, those posts will get a lot more exposure because then those posts will show up on the feed of all of their Facebook friends. So overall, it will just grow your community. So it's really important that you make sure to have customers being really interactive on your posts, commenting, liking, and that you're also responding to their comments and things like that, so that your community of customers is really active in a way that will help to grow your community even more. Here are some examples of business pages that you can look back to once again after this presentation. So before you get started on your business page, you want to make sure you have a couple of things ready to go. So first of all, you're going to need a wallpaper cover photo, which is usually a picture of your product or your employees or something like that. Your profile picture, which is usually your business logo. A short description, which should be really concise, but also effective, because this is the first thing that customers will read when they get on your page. Your business name, your username. Sometimes usernames are already taken because there's other businesses with the same or similar names or groups with the same names or something like that. In that case, I would make sure not to use too many abbreviations or things like that that aren't commonly used among your customers, because you still want your page to be easily searchable by all of your customers. Also your business contact info, like your email and things like that. And also have a lot of high quality photos of your products, your employees, maybe even your customers if they consent to that. We really just want to emphasize that if you want to have a Facebook business page, it's important to always be taking pictures, be taking high quality pictures. And the reason it's important that they're high quality as well is because it overall just gives your page a much better presentation. Lower quality photos might reflect poorly on the quality of your business. And also high quality photos are just more likely to get more engagement on Facebook. So now I'm going to switch over to Abby Rose, who's going to walk you guys through the process of creating your business page. Take your way, Abby.
Thank you so much, Ella. Okay, so I am going to be taking you guys step by step how to set up your Facebook business page. If at any point anyone has any questions, feel free to stop me, to write it in the chat box where Sylvia will monitor that and let me know. This is going to be recorded, so you can look back at this screen share along with the slides that take you step by step through everything that I'm going to walk you through here today. So right now, first step is that you're going to go to your personal Facebook page. This is my personal Facebook page. You're going to go to the top right-hand corner to this plus icon. That's the create icon. So you're going to click on that. And then you're going to click on page. So you're essentially creating a page right here. Okay. So this is just the bare bones, the very basics of what you need to set up to create your page. And then we're going to go into all the different settings, how to create some general posts and all of that. So the first thing you want to do is put in your business name in the page name. So I'm just going to use a very generic name for this example for you guys. Here, you're going to put in your category. So I'm just going to go with product/service. And then we're going to put in your company description. So Ella was hinting on this before, but this is just a really important description because it's the first thing that customers or page viewers are going to see and read about your business. So you want it to be concise, but you also want it to be sort of like a business pitch, something that's engaging. You want to include a mission statement if you have it to explain your initiatives, what you're doing, what you're selling, what you hope to accomplish. So I'm just going to put in again, just an example that I typed up that we can have. So next, after you have these three things filled out, keep in mind that these, of course, you can all go back and change. I'll show you guys where you can do that in this little setup video. So if things aren't perfect right now, don't worry about it. It's not a problem. So we're going to click create page once we have these 3 points made. Oh, looks like, okay, so this is actually good. This page is already made, this page name. So in that case, you can kind of change it around. Let's see if just Briquette Producer works. Okay, it does. So we get this little green check. Okay, maybe it doesn't. Let's try co-dot. Okay, let's try, for the sake of this video, we'll add an extra R. Okay, so this one's gonna work, so it's gonna create page. Okay, great. So once you get those 3 things filled out, you're just gonna scroll
Abby,
down
can I
here.
just jump in for a sec?
Yeah.
I would just say on that name again, another way to get it would just be to maybe an underscore between the words, or something like that, just so that you're, again, as Ella said earlier, you don't want to stray too far from what your name is and what the company, what people call your company or your brand.
Mm-hmm. Right, that's a great tip as well. So once you've figured out your name and you filled out all this information and it lets you create page, you're just going to scroll down where it's going to allow you to input a profile photo and a cover photo. So your profile photo is this little circle down here. This is typically either a picture of you or of your company logo. And then the cover photo is typically something that's vibrant, eye-catching, maybe filled with a lot of your employees, maybe filled with your product, just again stressing the importance of having 2 high-quality photos to use. I'm just gonna input some stock photos for us, just so we can get the idea. So this is just an icon that we're just gonna use as a logo, and then we just have a stock photo here. It should load in, perfect. And the great part about this is that you get this preview to your right. You can see just the bare bones of what you are creating with your inputted information. You can move this photo up and down to get it how you want. I'm going to keep it up like that. And then once this is set, again, of course, you can change these photos. You're going to click Save. All right. So we have just created a very basic page. Now I'm going to go through just a bunch of these different page settings and these manage page settings. Before I do that, does anybody have any questions? Okay, I'm going to move on. So what we're going to do first is that on this left-hand side toolbar here, you're going to click on page settings, which is this bottom selection right here. So you're going to click on that. And the first thing we're going to do is, so right now we're in general, it just sets to general right here. What we're going to do first is go to page visibility. And right now the page is published, but since we're going in and we're changing things and we're adding information and we're making sure that everything is to your liking, we're just going to unpublish the page until we're ready to create our first post, which we will do later in a little demo. So you're going to click on page unpublished, and then you're going to click Save Changes. And it's just going to ask you a few questions about why you're doing this. You can just click the first options. Again, we're going to go back in and publish it later anyways. And then you're all unpublished, which is great. And then these general settings are just very standard, very basic. I wouldn't change anything here. I would encourage you guys, though, to explore these settings, explore what I show you and even what I don't show you, just to get an understanding of the features that are available to you on Facebook. I'm going to highlight all the ones that I think are the most important and that can pertain to your business. But again, I encourage you guys to just explore all these settings in these pages. But now that our page is unpublished, I'm just going to hit on a few things in this left sidebar here. So first, we're going to go through messaging, which is right underneath general. So we're going to click on messaging. Let's refresh this. All right, so the messaging settings, this is referring to Facebook Messenger. I know a lot of you guys use WhatsApp, and I'm going to touch upon syncing your WhatsApp account with your Facebook. However, this Facebook messaging tool can actually be very valuable because you can set it so that a little messaging browser can instantly pop up on your Facebook page, making it really easy for customers to message you, and it can even have pre-written messages for them to easily contact you. And you can even have automated responses that can get back to them. We recommend setting one up just in case one of your customers wants to get in contact with you and they don't have a WhatsApp, just so we don't want any messages that are lost. And it just pairs really well with Facebook, and it works really well with Facebook with receiving notifications about these messages. So if anyone has questions on how to set that up, it's very straightforward, but we can always provide you guys with some information on how to do that. But again, we just recommend just having a basic account set up just in case someone tries to message you, just so no messages are lost. So that is messaging. Next, we're going to move on to page info, which is right underneath the messaging icon here. So again, this is all the information that we inputted in the beginning. However, we're going to get a lot more specific. There's a little bit more talking about where you're located, your hours of operation. We're just going to start at the top, and I'm just going to input some information for you guys. So we have our name, Briquette Producer. We need to input a username. And what that means is when someone Googles online for your business, this is kind of like that clean URL, that social media handle that businesses are easily going to be able to find your page with. So if anyone has any other type of social media, whether that's a Pinterest or a Twitter, I would suggest using that same username if it's available, just so everything can be found in the same, underneath the same name. But we can put in anything we think. For example, we can try and use the underscore, see if that works, and hopefully the check means that it will work. Okay, it will not work, but we get it. It should work when you actually do your page. We have our description. We can, again, add more to this. You have 255 characters. So you want to be concise, but you can really also add a lot in here to sell your business, to explain what you do, and explain your mission. So again, definitely spend some time on this. And it's also great to have written, because if you want to create a website, it's really important to have your mission statement created. Here we have the category we put in, product or service. You can always add more. I think this is just very basic for now. Here we have your contact information. This is your business phone number, your business email, or your business website. If you don't have any of these contact information for your business, you just click these little blue circles and it will just get rid of it on your page for you. So there won't be even an option for inputting that information for people to click, and there won't be a link or there won't be a phone number or anything like that. So that's a really good feature. Next, we have location. So this is just where your company is headquartered. We're just going to do Nairobi just for an example. We're just going to put in the zip code here. And then another really cool feature is that they have service area. So this is just pertaining to where your products can be shipped, what customers you can reach and what locations. So we'll just add in just a couple different counties just to get an idea here. So it should pop up on the bottom. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Just to get an idea of just different places. You can put in as many as you need. I think it's select up to 10. And then hours of operation. This can just be when your business hours are operating. You can select no hours available if you just don't want to display your hours of operation. But if you do, you can click the bottom option and you can just manually type in when you would be in operation for opening and closing. Just for right now, I'll leave it for you guys just so you can see. But it goes through Monday through Sunday. It's just a great resource for people to know when you guys are a business and when they can be contacting you. So that is it for page info. Again, I'll touch upon another place where you can access this. They make it really accessible so you can easily go back and change it. Okay, so next we're going to move into templates and tabs, which is right underneath page info here. So our default template right now is shopping, but I think it will benefit you guys more to have your page in business. So let me just, so you click, so we're under templates here. You're going to click on the edit button and you're going to click on business. And then you're going to click on apply template. And it's just going to be, the tabs are just going to be more suited to your needs of your business page. And so these tabs are just essentially the different areas of your business page, the different tabs that come right underneath your cover photo, which I'll point out where these tabs are for you guys next time we go back to your business page. But what's great about this setting is that you have the ability to turn on and off pages. So say you don't want to have job listings on your page, you can turn this off by just selecting this button here. Say you don't want events, you can turn this off by selecting, oh, looks like I'm buffering a little bit. Let's see. Okay, well, this is buffering. Does anybody have any questions so far? All right, so we're unbuffered, so I'm going to keep going. So along with turning on and off pages here, you can also slide pages around. So say you have your home page, but after your home page, you want your about page to come, you can drag and move that up by moving these 6 little dots here. So this can just be great just to organize your page. Again, optimizing your page just to have it so that it's clean, it has everything that people want in the correct order. So again, this templates and tabs page setting can be really valuable just for organization and for just getting rid of things that you might not want. Okay, so after templates and tabs, we're just going to go into notifications. So you're going to notice that with your business page, you're going to get a lot more notifications than you would with your personal page. This can be good. For example, say every time we're going to look at this one, say sometime everybody posts a comment on your page, this would be beneficial to have a notification because you're going to want to respond to that comment and just engage with your followers. We're going to talk about why this is valuable to respond to comments more in the webinar on Thursday, but that would be a valuable notification to have on your phone. But maybe every time someone likes your page, maybe you're getting so many likes, you don't want to get a notification every couple minutes that someone's liking your page. That you can turn off. So right here where it says turn off, you can just click on that and it will turn it off. And again, you can also turn it back on, of course, by clicking it again. And then down here, this is just getting notifications if you get a message, an email, or text. Very clear, you can turn those on and off as well if you don't want to be flooded with notifications from your business page. Okay, so that is notifications. Next, we're going to go to page roles right here on the left side. So this is a really cool feature because what this means is that right now, when you create your Facebook business page, you're the admin, so you have free reign over posting, commenting, controlling all the settings in your business page. However, if you also want a business partner or an employee to also be on your page, you can actually assign them to be an editor or an admin, a moderator by their analyst. There's all these different options. So you literally just type in their name. If they have a Facebook, for example, here's Ella right here, and you can just add them in. And they can also share just managing roles in your page. So that's a really key and important feature to have. Again, that's underneath page roles and page settings. You just add them in. It's very easy. You just click the add button.
I'm just going to chime in, Abby. For those of you who aren't super comfortable, this is a great way to set the page up and then hand it off to maybe someone who is more active on social media and really likes to do this kind of thing, someone on your staff. So I highly recommend, if you are uncomfortable and not liking to post, finding someone in your staff and in your organization who can jump in that role.
Yes, that is a great tip to add. So next, we're going to move on to the WhatsApp icon that I mentioned previously. So this, again, is just a great tool for you to connect your WhatsApp phone number to your Facebook account. And this is great because it just makes it really easy for people to send you messages via WhatsApp if they have one. It will display your WhatsApp number on your About page, which is just really valuable because, again, if people want to contact you, it's just right there with your contact information. And there's also a feature where we can create a WhatsApp button, and I'll touch upon buttons in a little bit, but it's essentially just a big blue button right at the top of your business page that people can click on and just have a direct link to either, for example, here your WhatsApp. It can also be to your website or to a phone number, or any other type of contact information. So I'm actually going to walk you guys how to set that up in a little bit. So I can show you how you can create a WhatsApp button or a website button. But essentially, this WhatsApp page setting just allows you to connect your WhatsApp to your Facebook page. Really valuable, great way for people to easily contact you. So we definitely recommend doing this. Okay, so that is all for the page settings. Before I move into just showing you just basic features under Manage Page, does anyone have any questions?
Hello, Rose.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Douglas. I think maybe you can give a reply to Brian's question. I also need to get some clarification on that and how to add the admin.
Sorry, can you repeat your question? I'm just having trouble hearing you. There's like a little bit of static.
Sorry?
Could you repeat your question? There's just some static with your audio.
Yeah, there is a question on chat of which a guy called Dan has asked for some clarification. I really wish to also get some clarification on the same and how to add the admin on your Facebook page.
Douglas,
So
did you hear him, Abby? I wasn't quite sure what I was asking. Douglas, maybe you could just type it in the chat.
Okay.
And then Brian asked a question of how to add an admin. User TKS. Go ahead, Brian.
It's the same question, really.
The same question is how to add an admin user?
Yeah, that is it.
Okay, so you want to see that in person or live? Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. I can try to add Ella to this page and see if that would. So we're back underneath page roles. So again, you're under page settings here, and you click on page roles. And so you can see that under existing page roles, I'm here already. But if you want to add somebody else, so you can add them by name or email, but they have to have a personal Facebook page already created. You can't just add someone. So as long as they have a Facebook page, then you're all good to go. So I'm going to click and I'm going to try and add Ella. So I'm going to click on, so this is the other intern. I'm going to click her right here. I'm going to make her an editor, and I'm going to click add. Oh, and then you just have to enter your Facebook password. Hit submit. All right, it's just loading. Let's see. Oh no, my password was incorrect. Okay, for some reason my password is not working, but this would work for you guys if you knew your password.
It's good because it's the same problem everyone else will have. They won't remember their password and.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I did remember my password. So a request has been sent to Ella Smith. So they're going to get, so it's going to say on the bottom here, pending. So I assume they'll get a request either directly to their Facebook page or maybe also in the form of an email that is associated with their page. And they're just going to have to click accept before they're officially added as an admin. Let me know if this answered you guys' questions. Is there anything else you guys want me to go through on this topic?
Yeah, I think I've got any.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Awesome. And again, after this presentation, if people have specific questions, just let us know. We can help you guys out. So now that we've gone through page settings here, the important ones that I wanted to hit on, we're just going to go back to just managing your page, the page that we kind of started on. So how you're going to get there is that right above where it says page settings is going to be your page name right here, and it's clickable. It's just good to know if you get lost in some pages and you want to go back to the start of your page, this is where you're going to click. Just going to circle it because it's kind of difficult to see. It's right here. You're going to click on your page name, top left corner. It's going to bring you back to where we started. If it would load, let's see, I refresh. All right, so now we're back. So just noting again here, just note that the page isn't published. It says publish page right here on the right-hand corner. We are going to do that before we do posts later on. Before we get to that, I just want to show you guys what a few of these features are on the left sidebar here. So again, we're underneath manage page. Just going to show you, so we're home. This just shows you your business page, everything that we've inputted so far. Next is inbox. This is essentially where you're going to get any of those Facebook Messenger messages that you would set up. It would come into this inbox here. We're now going to go back. Again, notifications, what I was mentioning, if you would get likes, comments, that's all going to go into this notification center over here. You can click and individually see all those notifications. Next, underneath notifications, we're going to look at insights. So insights is a really cool and valuable tool because it basically allows you to see what drives traffic on your page. So you can see the number of followers and likes you get daily, the amount of page views you get daily, the amount of page actions or where people click on your page daily. You can see what posts reach the most people and what posts get people the most engaged on your page or have people liking and commenting and interacting with each other. And why this is really valuable, again, we'll touch on this more on the webinar on Thursday, but that it lets you see what types of posts work for your page, what creates the most traffic, the most engagement, and because that's the end goal is having that traffic engagement on your page, being able to see what works is extremely valuable. So again, insights, you can see all these different things about your page here. It breaks it down into followers and likes, like I was mentioning before. So that's just all along this left side tab. You can click to see a closer look at your traffic and your engagement. Again, so it kind of shows up in like a little graph for you. So it's really easy to understand. Yeah, so after insights, we're just going to go below to publishing tools. So this is a really important feature because whenever we want to create a post, you're going to go into publishing tools and you're going to click on this create post button. I'm going to give you guys a demo on how to create a post in a little bit. So we are going to go back here, but just to touch on a few things in this settings, why this is important is that if you publish a post or you schedule a post, which I'll explain what scheduling means, you can go back and you can edit the text in those posts in this module underneath Publishing Tools and Publish Posts. You cannot edit any media in your post once it's posted. So if you post a video with text, the only thing that you can go back and edit is the text. So just keep that in mind, that you wanna upload high quality videos, high quality pictures, again, because you cannot edit that media after you create a post. And then the only other thing I just wanted to touch upon in this module is just Creator Studio underneath Tools on the lower left-hand side. Creator Studio is essentially just combines insights that we were just looking at, telling you about your traffic, and this Publishing Tools module into one space where you can see it all at once and create content that kind of tailors to those insights. It's a little bit more complex, so you don't need to use it. Everything I'm going to show you in this video is really easy to use to create posts, but if anyone wants to be a little bit more advanced, it's just it's a free tool. That's why I'm highlighting it, and it's just really great for creating posts. But again, we're just going to stick to the basics for this video. Just wanted to highlight that.
Abby, just to say something else about editing posts, just so people aren't afraid to post something, it's very easy to edit the verbiage. So if you find you post and there was a typo, you can easily go back in and edit it. And if for some reason you had a picture there that maybe, for example, you just decided was a terrible picture or somebody objected to it, you can always just delete the post and then repost it with something else. So it's not the end of the world. It's not there permanently.
Yes.
You can actually delete it if it's a mistake.
Yes, exactly. All posts can be deleted. Okay, so after Publishing Tools, we're just going to look underneath that. There's Ad Center. So this is what we're going to explore on the webinar on Thursday. I just wanted to point out where it is. This is just basically the starting point for where you would go to create ads on Facebook. It has everything you need right here for you. Again, just showing you guys where this is. On Thursday, we're going to go more into depth on how you actually create these ads. And then lastly, just page quality right underneath there. This is just making sure that your page adheres to all the Facebook guidelines and that it has no restrictions or violations on your page. So you just always want to look here just to make sure you have that green check. And then after that, we've finished going through what I wanted to highlight underneath Manage Page. Before I move on to showing you how to set up a button, does anybody have any questions? Okay, so now I'm just gonna show you guys how to create a button before we prepare to publish our page and create some posts. So what we're gonna do is go back to our home. So we're gonna click home right here on the top. So this is what I was telling you guys before when I was talking about creating a WhatsApp button. There's this add button feature on the top right-hand corner of your page, which just makes it really easy for people to just click and contact with you right away. So what we're going to do is just click on this feature, Add Button. Just take a second to load. Let's try this again. That way. So essentially what would be here would be the option to input your messenger link. It would be to input your website link. If you would have bookings of any kind, you can have a booking link. Just an easy access tool. I just wanted to be able to show you guys how to do that. Let's see what's going on.
Abby, I'm going to unmute Joel has a question. So while that's
Oh,
buffering,
perfect.
let me unmute him. Go ahead, Joel. You can unmute yourself. Joel, did you want to ask a question?
To ask a question.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh,
it's
okay, my
Brian.
question is.
Okay, go ahead, Brian.
Hello?
Go ahead, Brian.
Hello, my question is. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
you, Brian.
Okay, sorry, this is Joel.
Oh, hi, Joel.
Sometime, Joel Oduk.
Okay.
When you are inviting your people to your page, because currently I have my Facebook page, Ratat Moto Briquettes, and I've invited all my friends and I've exhausted. So where can I also, which other option can I use so that I can invite more? Because the only option I see there, only my Facebook friends are the ones that I've invited and I've exhausted them. So I need how I can exhaust, how I can get more so that to like the page and see what the products that I have.
Right. So essentially,
Thank you.
you want more people to see your page than just the people you invited who are your friends, correct?
Through my friend?
So you're trying to get more people to see your page that aren't just the friends that you invited. Is that the question?
Yes, all my friends, the friends that I have are the ones
Right.
that I'm having. Yes, so any option that I can get other friends from elsewhere or other people from
Right.
elsewhere so that I can invite them to like my page.
Right. So I think you really also benefit from the webinar on Thursday because that talks about how to boost your posts so that they go to a wider audience. So once your posts are reaching more people, you can get more followers and likes on your page. And also, the more that you engage with your followers and other pages, the more people will see your page as well, and you can get more followers that way.
Okay.
So Joel, just jumping in, recently I boosted a post for a webinar we were doing, and it's pretty inexpensive to boost a post, and I was able to choose the audience that I wanted to boost it to, and I ended up getting a ton of new likes on the page because people who had never seen the Charcoal Project were now seeing my post. So that boosting the post is a great way to meet, kind of have new people meet your site. But Abby will go into that more in depth on how to do that on Thursday.
I've never done that.
Yeah, it's not
I think that's
hard.
the next thing I should do.
Yeah, she'll show you how to do that on Thursday.
Yes.
Right, Abby?
Yeah, and it's really, I think Ella might be going over the
I think my
boosting,
question is answered.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really simple and should be easy to follow. And again, because there's that audience feature, like Sylvia was touching upon, you can really target it to like households in Kenya, or even a specific area, county. So it can be a really useful tool for increasing your reach and people just coming to your page and liking your page, 100%.
Thank you. My question is answered.
Does anybody have any other questions before we continue? All right, so I'm just gonna continue on. Luckily, my page has loaded. So here we are trying to add a button. So like I was saying before, you can add a website, you can add a phone number, you can add your messaging link, an email address, or it will just pop up an email for them to email you. I'm just gonna do a website one just to show you guys. So we're gonna do contact us. And then I'm just gonna to have the link posted because my fictional business does not have a website. I'm just gonna put in the Facebook URL for this page just so I can just show you guys. going to give you a little green check when it's good to go. And then it just edits. So it's going to say, so it's not going to say edit for other people. It's just going to say contact us on this blue button on the top right-hand side of your page. It's just a really easy click for people to contact you guys quickly. So it's just a really nice tool. So before we can create any posts on your page, you actually have to publish your page. This can be intimidating. We totally understand. But again, you can go back in and edit any of the information and settings that we just did on your page after you publish your page. So before you do publish your page though, Ella just wants to say a few words on what you want to make sure that you have done and checked and completed before you do. So I'm just gonna send it back to her quickly and go to the slideshow. And she'll just speak a little bit on that for you guys.
Okay, so hello again. So before you publish your page, you really want to make sure that you have multiple people proofreading it, because obviously if there's any typos in your page, that can really affect the presentation of your business and the impression on anyone who comes to visit your business page. Also, once again, I would check to see how your posts, your wallpaper, your profile picture, how they might show up for people viewing your page, and make sure that they look like they're quality images, because once again, that really affects the presentation of your business. Make sure all the info is accurate. Make sure that all the contact info is accurate, especially because you don't want them trying to contact you, but it doesn't reach you because it's wrong. Also have a few posts lined up and prepared for what you're going to do your first few posts, because you don't want to publish your page and then have no posts on it for a while, because then anyone who comes and tries to visit your page will kind of see nothing and then be like, you know, and then be a little bit confused. And also, like you said, once your page is published, you can share it with friends so that it can start to get more exposure. And also we'll talk about more in the next presentation, how to increase engagement and boost your posts so that you can really grow your business page.
Thank you, Ella, for that. So now we're just going to go back to the demo here. So once you've done all those steps and you're ready, we are going to publish our page. So you're just going to click Publish Page on the right-hand side. And there you go. Your page is now published. Big moment. From here, I'm just going to walk you guys through how to create a basic post on your page, show you guys how to post a link on your page, and then also just a quick tip about posting on other people's pages. So like I highlighted before, underneath this page manage toolbar on the left-hand side, you're going to click on Publishing Tools. Next, we're going to click on Create Post. Here, when you want to upload any sort of photo or video, you can easily just drag a photo in from your desktop or your downloaded right into this area, and it will put it on your post for you. However, if you have, say, multiple photos and you want just a more interesting layout, you can actually click on this photos or videos right here. And you have all these different creative options. One of my favorite is the carousel, where there's just 3 posts next to each other that people can kind of scroll from side to side. If you have a bunch of photos, you can do a photo album. You can post multiple videos, or you can upload mixed media where you can just do photos and videos. There's a bunch of options here to keep in mind that can just suit you if you have a bunch of pictures, bunch of videos, whatever you'd like to post. Now we're just going to go back by clicking Create Post on the top left-hand side. Just also wanted to point out, there's this little emoji icon right here on your right-hand side. If you're doing this on your computer and you want to add some emojis that are on your keyboard, it could be fun just to show some personality. We'll get into that tomorrow, but that's just a nice feature you can add there. Also, if you want your post to be a bit more eye-catching, maybe it's something special, maybe it's a deal or promotion, you can add a colored background. It's just a fun thing to spice up your post. All these different backgrounds are down here. To get rid of a background, you just click right to the left-hand side on this white box right there, and then you just get rid of it. So now that I've kind of just gone over just some basic posting features that you have here, I'm just going to show you guys how to do a basic post and how to schedule that post, and I'll explain what that means as well. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to pretend like I'm trying to promote our most recent blog post from the Charcoal Project. So what you're going to do is copy and paste that link in. So this is the most recent blog post link. I'm going to click enter. And right here, it says fetching preview. So what's going to happen is that an image from the blog post is going to pop like it just did now. It's going to pop up with the title right underneath here. And why I want to do this demonstration of a link is that you can actually delete this link right here and then input text about the post, because you don't need the link because this whole picture is actually linked. So you just click on this picture and it sends you right over to the website and the blog post. So you want to just write something that just explains what it is, gets people excited, simple, concise. Again, you can add in an emoji if you please to give some personality and excitement to the post. So once this is written and looks to your liking, you're going to scroll down here and just also note that you can, again, add more images or media if you wanted to in this section right here. So you're going to scroll down. So there you can, so right here where it says Newsfeed, you can share this post right now. So when you click share now, it's going to go directly onto your Newsfeed. You're going to post it in real time at this moment. However, there's a bunch of other options where you can actually backdate it, where it's going to come up in an earlier time in your timeline if you ever need to do that for any reason. You can save it as a draft if you don't want to post it right now. Maybe you're in the middle of editing and you realize you don't have time, you have to go. You can save the draft, which is just really valuable, just so you don't lose any work that you did in your post. But what I wanted to show you guys is how to schedule a post. And this is just a really important tool, because what we're going to talk more about tomorrow is that you want to post about 1 to 2 times a week for your business page. And if you can schedule your post ahead of time, it'll just make sure that you're on a strict posting schedule, that you know your posts are going to come out, say, every Monday and Wednesday at 3 p.m. or whatever time you set it to. So you can just not worry about forgetting about posting or getting a post in last minute. They can just be scheduled when you have the time to create them. So what we're going to do is we're going to click schedule instead of now. That brings you to this, where you can actually pick the day in a calendar. So say we're going to set this post for tomorrow, Wednesday at 3 p.m. So you just input the time and the date, and then you just click schedule. And then again, you just click schedule post right down here. And then it says published, so you know that it went through. And then I just want to show you guys where you can see that post while it's scheduled is underneath posts right here on the left-hand side. It says scheduled post, so you just click on that. And here's the post that we just scheduled. It shows the caption. You can click on it and edit it if you wish to do that. So that is the little posting demo that I had for you guys. Before I show you guys just another quick tip and setting to do for posting at other people's pages. Does anybody have any questions?
So Brian cut out, his network cut out when you were doing the WhatsApp link or the website link. So maybe we can go over that again before you finish up.
Is this for the button?
For the button, yeah. You could finish the post
sure.
and then maybe go back to that.
Okay, great. I can totally do that. Okay, so now that we just finished up this post, I just wanted to highlight how what we were talking about before, it's really important to be engaging with other pages as your business page, to be liking and commenting, because that can drive traffic to your page. People can see your likes and comments and they can check out your page, and just creating more of a community on Facebook is really important to grow your business and your brand. So we're going to go and we're going to click to go into your newsfeed. So we're going to click on this Facebook icon all the way on the top left corner. And I'm just going to show you guys how to make it so when you're commenting on someone's Facebook page that you're commenting as your business page opposed to your personal account. What you want to note with this is that you can only comment as your business page on a page that's public and that it's not an individual. So it has to be another public page that you can do this on. So for example, this is just an ad for an apartment. This is something, it's a public page. It's not a closed group for anyone to see. Here you have the option to post as your business page. So what you're going to do is you're going to see your profile picture on the bottom right hand side here, and there's going to be a little drop down window that you're going to click on. So it's buffering, but it gives you the option to select your business. But yeah, so it gives you the option to select your business page. I had a bunch because I was setting them up, but you just select your business page. And then now you notice how your profile picture changed to your business profile. When you go into comment, you're going to comment as your business page. So again, this is, for example, this is someone that I follow. It's an individual. There's no place for you to change to your business page to post a comment. So again, just make sure that it's a public page and not individual where you can do that. So now I'll go back and talk about the buttons. So once you're on your newsfeed, to get back to your business page, it's just on the right-hand side here. It says Your Pages. You're just going to click on that. So here, when you go to your button, it says edit. So whenever you're on your page, you can always edit your button, but what it would say would be add button. But since you've already added one, it says edit. You're just going to click on that. You can test your button, delete button, but we're going to edit your button. So you click edit, and then you can add whatever type of button here that you want.
Abby, can you have more than one button? Can you have a contact us and our website?
I think you only are limited to one button on your page, on your right under, like in that location. But again, your about information is right here too. So you can have like your phone number, your email, your messenger all set up. But just for this space, this can only be one. So you might want to think about what is the best place for people to contact you, which is why it could be beneficial to make it your WhatsApp. So because we didn't actually manually sync in our WhatsApp account, it says send message. This is referring to Facebook Messenger. But once you manually put in your WhatsApp and sync it with your account, you're going to have an option to include your WhatsApp in this area. But because we didn't do that, I just clicked contact us, so we can just input a website. So you just click contact us here, and then you just input your website. You just copy and paste your URL, get the green check, click save, and then your button is created.
Can you review one more time how do we add the WhatsApp so that it pops up the button option?
Yeah, sure. So you're going to go to page settings on the bottom left-hand side here on this toolbar. You're going to scroll down and you're going to click on WhatsApp. And then you have to enter your WhatsApp phone number. And WhatsApp is going to send you a code, just like a verification code, just to confirm that this is your WhatsApp. And once you verify your WhatsApp, then you'll be able to create that button with the WhatsApp account, because this messaging system will be hooked up to your Facebook. Is that clear? Should I speak more on this?
I think it's clear to me, but anybody else have a question on that? Thank you.
Okay, so that is all for me. We are going to send it back to Ella just for some closing slides.
sorry, I forgot that I was muted. So that's pretty much it for the presentation today. Next presentation, once again, we're going to cover things like engagement on your page, how to boost your posts, and how to run Facebook ads. All these things are next steps you can take after first making your business page that will really help you to grow your online community on your page and just to grow your customer reach and the amount of customers that you get.
And again, this was all recorded, so you'll have a recording of all the steps that I went through, as well as within these slides, there's screenshots and steps that list out everything that I did as well.
So
yeah, that's it.
great. Thank you guys so much. Does anyone have any more questions? Brian, I see you have your hand up, but I'm not sure if we answered your question or not. Do you have another one?
Just to say thank you. The information is well received because I just did an input advice on the WhatsApp and how to add the link, but now I've understood.
Great. And I think I'm not overreaching when I say if any of you have are really having difficulty, I think Abby and Ella would be happy to meet with you on WhatsApp and to walk you through some things. I'm not overreaching, am I, Abby and Ella?
No,
no, not at all.
If anyone has any questions or specific areas you need help with, just send us a message and we can set up a time to meet or even just chat back and forth about anything you guys need.
Yes, and they're in the WhatsApp group for HFI Kenya. So you guys should be able to see them there. But if you have any difficulty and want to, just touch base with me if you want to set something up, if you aren't able to reach them directly. Thanks everybody for joining us. We're a little past our time, so I'm going to end it now. But thank you again, and really big thanks, Abby and Ella. That was a great presentation. I really appreciate you spending the time with us here today.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
Really appreciate your contributions and everything to this.